Welcome, everyone. My name is Matt Hammond. I'm a national sales manager here at Avalara, and I've been with the company for a little over 6 years, and I've been talking about sales tax every day. It even comes up on Saturdays. I don't know how, but I somehow managed to always talk about sales tax. And today we're going to be talking for the Direct 21 conference about how sales tax can be automated, how Avalara can help, and really why farmers would need a sales tax solution and or a software to help them automate that. So before we talk about Avalara and our company, let's talk about why using a tax software like Avalara is important. In the past, in the old days as we call them, businesses and farmers used to rely on accountants, CPAs to handle their tax compliance. And a lot has changed because now we have integrated tax solutions like AvaTax, where it will handle everything for you. We have a seamless, accurate tax automation platform, regardless of where your customers are located. Farmers and companies selling products across the country are now required to get registered in additional states outside of just their home state where they're located. One of the things that's key about Avalara is, I like to say it like this: we can help you as much or as little as you need, but we are the industry leader. We're the best-in-class sales tax solution for small businesses and farmers across the country. You can see some of our cool stats here. We have 30,000 customers. We have over 1,000 different integrations, and Barn to Door is one of them, which is great. And the key goal is that we give you peace of mind knowing that you will have accurate tax calculations, sales tax returns will be filed for you, and remitting of the taxes as well is done via Avalara on your behalf. Now, one of the number one things I always hear from businesses is, how can you help save me time? How can you help save time that we would spend on calculating, Googling, researching tax rates, and or filing tax returns? So some of the limitations when we talk to companies like yourself that are doing things manually, it takes a lot of time to file a tax return. You're potentially going to do it wrong. You might miss a deadline. Heaven forbid the person that's filing the sales tax returns gets run over by a tractor. Then what happens, right? What's your backup plan? So that's one of the things is our typical competition is going to be folks that are doing sales tax manually. And so here are some really cool benefits of our tax software: reduce audit risk, accuracy in the tax calculations. We can track your sales across the whole country to let you know if you even need to get registered in any additional states. Those are some key components for our software. And again, the goal is to help farmers save time, charge an accurate amount of sales tax, and give you peace of mind knowing that the calculations are done accurately. The taxability of each item that you're selling, each product, whether it's taxable or not, we're making that determination for you. We do the real-time calculations, no matter where you're located or whether you're shipping your product to. And then obviously we can also navigate the complicated tax districts. There's a few states out there that are very difficult. Colorado, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, California, those are very, very difficult for sales tax regardless of what you're selling. Now, farmers can seamlessly manage their sales taxes with Barn to Door and Avalara. You tell us what states you need to collect tax in, and we will calculate tax appropriately. And then you also let us know what forms you file for your sales tax returns, the form and the frequency, and we can also automate that process for you. Now, I mentioned earlier, the laws have changed. If you sell a certain amount into a state that you never go to now, you potentially have to get registered. And that's what we call economic nexus. We will track your economic nexus by using AvaTax. We'll see all of your transactional data in the states you are not collecting tax in. And if you get to 80% of a threshold, we will actually alert you and let you know that you need to get registered in additional states. That's the number one thing that we've heard people need help with is, how do I know if I need to get registered in a new state? And AvaTax will do all of that with our integration. We mentioned we'll file the sales tax returns on time, provide you any documentation. Heaven forbid you go through a sales tax audit. And, it's one of those things where I'm a firm believer in do what you do best and outsource all the rest. And I'd like to think farmers take the same approach. Right. So some specifics of how you can use Avalara. On the front end, again, we will automatically calculate the appropriate tax based on the origin-based and also destination-based states. We know the rates, rules, boundaries in every state that collects tax. There's 45 states plus DC that do collect sales tax. We will be able to differentiate between the states that are origin-based versus destination. And within the integration, farmers can assign Avalara tax codes directly in Barn to Door. Now, that tax code means you tell us what you're selling: shrimp, oysters, honey. You're telling us what you sell, and then we're making the determination on whether or not it's taxable. So this slide shows a visual and a screenshot from our platform that determines the taxability. So what we want to show you here is just a couple examples of the taxability of what farmers are selling. So let's say, for example, you're selling honey, or you're selling fish, or anything that might be a canned or prepared food. You can see here that the taxability across the United States is extremely varying. So the states in red, these items are considered taxable. So if you do make a sale in one of these states, or you're located in one of the states in red, you have to charge sales tax. Now, in the other states where they're exempt from sales tax, you don't have to charge tax in those states, but it may be the case where if you are in that state and you are registered or located, you still may have to file a $0 tax return. Now, one thing that's key is this is just the product. Some states tax shipping. And if you have tax on shipping and handling, then that may be a tax you still have to remit, even if the product that you're selling is exempt. And we can dive into that when we talk on a consultation, just about the products and services that you're selling and how the taxability can vary across state. And that's what you really need to know, because some states you may have to collect tax in, and others you may not. And we want to help automate that for you. What we're going to offer for the barn and door farmers out there is a free consultation with a representative at Avalara. And what they're going to cover in that 30 minutes is we're going to dive into your sales tax risk profile. So what states do you believe you need to be collecting tax in? We're going to cover the taxability of your products and really walk through how we can help you and get a better understanding of what states you should be collecting tax in. Most people and businesses are going to pay a CPA or a tax attorney hundreds of dollars for this. We actually offer this special offer free for the barn and door farmers out there. And it's just a consultation. That's one of the big things. Is it's a very consultative approach where we want to learn about your business, talk about where you have employees, inventory, and see if it makes sense to partner with Avalara. And I would definitely hope everybody would take advantage of the special, because it's a very valuable conversation, and we'll give you a lot of free information just so you know now, and then also future forward what states you may need to be collecting tax in. I really appreciate your time. I just want to thank you for being on Direct 21 today. And again, look, we're here to help. Sales tax compliance is something that's becoming even more complicated as each month, each year goes on. And now's the time to put an automated solution in place as you scale your business.